corn dogs, and cookies. Why? Garage Logic, live at the Minnesota State Fair.
I think we're rebounding nicely. GL is rebounding nicely today after having on hypnotists who didn't hypnotize and artists who didn't bring their art. Here is the Willis Clan.
This is a clan that will sing.
Are you a large Catholic family by any chance?
We are not a large Catholic family. We are Irish, though, so a lot of times
Same difference.
We get asked that question a lot.
Well, if there's 12 kids in the family?
Indeed.
Is 12 or more than 12?
No, there's 12.
And all 12 are in the band?
Correct. Well, they have some place in the show. Our sister, Jada, she's just 4. She dances, but she also does play tambourine, so she's in the band.
And you're appearing up at the Liney's Lodge every day at 10:30 and 11:45.
Yeah, come
and
on
you're also on the Learning Channel?
Yes, TLC. Mm-hmm.
Right? And you've been renewed for another season.
Indeed.
And you're all from Nashville.
Yes, this guy knows his stuff. That's
This is big league. This is big league, Joe.
Well,
this isn't Mickey Mouse.
There's 12 of you, but 5 have come down here today, that's probably enough to make noise, isn't it?
It is indeed. Hopefully it's nice noise.
Why don't you introduce the Willis brothers and sisters?
Okay, so this is the oldest 5 people that we have with us here. I'm the oldest, Jessica, so I get to boss everybody
You're Jessica
around.
Willis, and how old are you?
I'm 23.
23, and you're the oldest of the 12 kids.
Indeed. And so then we have our handsome brother, Jeremiah, right there. He's going to be playing guitar for us.
Jeremiah, how are you?
22.
Yep.
Then we have our brunette sister here, Jennifer. She makes the accordion cool, if you notice her instrument she has there.
Yep.
She is 20 years old.
All right.
And then next to her is that flirty girl. Her name is Jeanette. She is 19.
All right.
And then this handsome stud is Jackson, and he is 17. He plays drums for us.
Oh, wonderful. What kind of, now a couple of albums out too, right?
Yeah, we have 3 albums out, and it's kind of been an interesting journey. We got started off in traditional Irish music. On my mom's side, we have that heritage. And then we moved to Nashville. We've been there for 15 years, so we got into bluegrass. We play on the Opry a lot.
Right.
And our newest CD hit the pop charts at number 6 on iTunes.
Really?
So like rock, pop, but still kind of showcasing our Irish instruments. We brought our Irish instruments today and would love to play you maybe something a little bit Irishy and then something off the new album.
Well, we'd love that. Ladies and gentlemen, the Willis Clan from Nashville, Tennessee, all the way to the Minnesota State Fair. All right.
Got this here?
Yep.
And
sit in a pub with Van Morrison.
Amen to that.
very fantastic. You can stay there if you can hear me. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I can hear you.
When you do the rock pop thing, are you electrified?
Yeah, we are.
Big amps and the whole deal, huh?
Mhm.
Okay.
Jax has a big old drum set.
Oh, yeah.
And even our little brother Jager, he's 5. He comes out with his own electric guitar and rocks out on a number.
Really?
I think that's one of the bigger hits of the show right now.
What does Dad do back in Nashville?
Well, Dad is with us. Dad actually runs our sound.
Okay.
He is our live engineer and runs our sound. And Mom plays on the band sometimes. She runs merch. She helps book us. So
Okay.
it's definitely a family affair.
So, and it's really working out for you. Your bookings are well received, I take it.
Well, hey, we're all the way here at the Minnesota State Fair, and how much bigger can you get?
Well, you
know?
can't get any bigger than that.
Well, being at
Seriously, the biggest fair ever.
But it's being at the Minnesota State Fair and being on Garage Logic
yeah.
with Joe.
Oh, yeah, come on.
Yeah. Will you do something for us off the newest album?
Yeah, we'll give you a stripped-back version of one of the more popular songs. This is called "So Close," and it was featured on the TV show that we have as well.
Okay. Does this require all 5 of you?
No, just 3.
Just 3 of you. Okay.
Just the 3 important ones.
How do you all manage?
Wow.
How do you all manage to get along together so well?
Well,
Did
does
you hear?
that
I
answer
just
your
made a
question?
mean comment. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
We have a lot of humor and pranks that happen in our family.
I would
so,
imagine.
Yeah. Hey, it is challenging to travel with 14 people in one bus, and half of them are like under the age of 15.
Oh, I can't imagine.
I thought having 4 kids was tough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, this
Just
is called
amplify that.
called what now?
It's called "So Close."
So Close. The Willis Clan.
Here we go.
Do you remember all of the times we said goodbye, and all of the times we never got to say hello? We said that someday we'd have a chance to make it right. I thought that I would be there by tonight.
You can sing in there if you want.
We're so close and yet so far, and I was almost to where you are. I thought that I could hold you in my arms. I was wrong, but that's how the story goes. How it ends, no one knows, but I will keep you here inside my heart. So so close. I never see you. It isn't enough to hear your voice. I need to take you by the hand and pull you close. Now that I love you even more than all before, and no matter what I do, I just keep missing you. Yeah, we were so close and yet so far, and I was almost to where you are. I thought that I could hold you in my arms. I was wrong, but that's how the story goes. How it ends, no one knows, but I will keep you here inside my heart. So close, so close. Oh, there's nothing else I need. All I want is you right here next to me. You somehow get me through. I will stay forever true. Yeah, we're so close and yet so far, and I was almost to where you are. Thought that I could hold you in my arms. I was wrong. Yeah, so close and yet so far. I'm almost to where you are, and I thought that I could hold you
that's how the story goes. How it ends, no one knows. But I will keep you here inside my heart. So close, so close.
Oh, wonderful. But I'm feeling a bit chagrined.
Why?
You put my 7 brothers and sisters in the same room, we couldn't open a can of soup. This is fantastic. Every day through Labor Day at the Liney's Lodge?
Yes.
At 10:30 and 11:45 a.m., I take it,
yes.
right? All right.
Thank you very much
Well,
for having
thank
us
you.
on.
The Willis Clan,
Check
ladies
your
and
local
gentlemen.
listing.
Thank you.
WillisClan.com,
Yeah,
correct?
thank
If
you.
you'd like more.
Thank you very much. It was excellent. Thank you. We'll be back.
You're invited back next year.
1500 ESPN is at the Great Minnesota Get-Together. Ready for another chance to earn points and score some amazing prizes? Your 1500 ESPN rewards listen and win code is revealed now.
Collect points and grab prizes from 1500 ESPN rewards at 1500ESPN.com. You'll get 100 points for entering the listen and win code today. You can use these points to enter to win a pair of tickets to the St. Mary's Craft Beer Festival on Saturday, September 12th in Winstead, Minnesota. Today's code word is Willis, as in the Willis Clan. Enter it correctly to get your 100 points towards 1500 ESPN rewards. Get rewarded for listening. Check out the 1500 ESPN rewards at 1500ESPN.com.
You know, baby, I know you think we can make it all work out, but I gotta tell it like it is.
GLers, every year we enjoy meeting the artist who has won the competition to create the State Fair poster, and this year it's Adam Turman from Minneapolis. You're an illustrator, a muralist, and a screen printer.
That's correct.
I have heard nothing but good comments about this piece this year. It kind of captures the old streetcar arch. Almost has an Art Deco feel to it. Am I on the right track?
I would say you're definitely on the right track.
Well, tell us how popular. You were telling me before we went on.
Yeah.
It's already sold out?
Well, so this year what they decided to do is, in the past they've done G-clay prints.
Okay.
Which are
What's that mean?
It's a different style of printing where it's basically an archival style print off of a printer.
Okay.
However, what I do is I do screen printed artwork.
Okay.
So I brought some of this here today. And we did 2 different sizes of it. We did a larger 18 by 24 and a smaller 11 by 14. And the larger ones were a limited run. So we only made 100 of them.
And they're gone.
Gone.
Yeah.
And then we've actually done 2 runs. We kept the smaller and open edition, which means they're not numbered, but they're still signed and dated. And we did an edition of 250 of the small one.
Right.
The first edition's already gone, or the first run of that is already gone. And then we've already dipped into the second run of 250. So we've,
Can people still get one from the second run of 250?
Of course.
How do you do that?
Well, there's a couple different ways to do it. We're really driving people to mnstatefair.org.
All right, mnstatefair.org.
And then the other way to do it is there are many kiosks around the state fair that you can actually purchase them at.
Oh,
as
okay.
Well. Yeah.
Now, what gave you the inspiration to capture the streetcar arch? There's a Ferris wheel in the background, wonderful coloring. What gave you this inspiration?
That's a good question. I really like the entrance of the state fair.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the one with the arches, the really classic one that's off of Snelling.
Right.
However, that's been done a million times before.
Okay.
So I wanted to do something that was new and unique. And the new streetcar arch, the new West End,
right up here, yeah.
Right, that's this brand new area, and I thought that would be a great, new image to do. Basically,
Do you think that factored into your winning first place?
Well,
or the contract, I guess.
The way that it worked out this year, in the past they had an open call, so you would submit work for it. This year they actually called me up. Which was great. Yeah, I thought so too.
But were you still competing with other artists?
This year they called me.
Oh, so there was only one artist this year, and that was you.
And that's the way I like it.
Yeah. That's
who doesn't?
It's not hard to win that way, is it?
No. When they call me, it means that apparently I'm doing something right, and they've seen.
Well, how were they aware of you? They being what? State Fair Organizing Committee?
Correct. Yeah, they have a committee that that works on the commemorative art every year. Actually, what was really interesting too is the State Fair is really ahead of the game. I mean, they're sort of a dream client. They came to me well over a year ago. So I was actually working on the State Fair piece for this year back in 2014,
Okay.
even before the 14 fair started.
Okay.
So, they're just ahead of the game. They know what's going on, and it was really easy to work with.
Show us, hold it up for the visitors here. It won't do anybody at home any good, but show, well, that's the winner. That's on display right in front.
That's that one.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yep,
What else have you brought with you?
Well, I brought a few other pieces that represent me and what I do. So
Yeah.
here's one with Paul Bunyan and Babe the Blue Ox. They're cheersing, and
fantastic.
There's a lot
Yep.
of craft beer going on around the state fair.
There
now,
really
so
is. Yeah.
Let's emphasize that a little bit. This is another piece that you can only get right now at the state fair. I don't even have it up on my site right now, but you can get it in the West Market
Right.
at the I Like You booth over there, as well as in the grandstand, which is right over here.
That'd be great for a lake cabin, wouldn't it?
Yeah, well, and that's what it's called. It's called Cabin Life.
Oh, it's called Cabin
Yeah,
Life.
so it has the little canoe in it, and then we've got the Northern Lights, and ultimately it's in the shape of Minnesota.
It's fantastic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And then the last one I brought was we call this one MN months. So this is 12 months. It's got little things that little elements that represent either months or something Minnesota-esque.
Where's September?
Right here, Honeycrisp apple.
Apples.
Right there.
Yep.
Going
and then
back to
October,
school.
you go to beer.
Oktoberfest.
November, Fauché Tower.
Not really representative, but
Yeah.
Fauché's cool, right?
Yeah, and then what's December? The
North Stars.
The North Stars.
Yeah, the North
All
Star
right.
State. So that's us.
So Adam Turman, is business good? Or is it for artwork these days?
It's keeping me in business. This is all I do. I don't
Yeah.
have a day. Well, I mean, I quit
This is
my
your
old day
job.
job, and this is what I do. So for me, business has been awesome.
What was your old day job?
I was an in-house graphic designer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I went to school for graphic design, and then ultimately, I had a lot of illustration in my book, but I stopped having as much illustration in my book. And when I say book, I mean portfolio. And I wanted to make a change in that. I wanted to start doing more illustration, doing what really makes me unique.
People, there is a group that does collect these state fair posters, aren't there?
There's some hardcores out
Yeah,
there.
there really are. And we've managed to meet the artist every year. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
We really, and tell us again where we can get this year's state fair artwork.
Right. You can get it at mnstatefair.org.
Okay. Or still available in some stands around the fair.
Correct.
Including up. Where is the main original piece on display?
And that's a good question. That is over at the Fine Arts Building. So
Okay.
right as you walk in, the
Yep.
main entrance there, look to your left, and you'll see the framed piece that we did. Actually, Carter Avenue Frame Shop over there on Como. They were the ones who framed it as well.
All right. Thank you, Adam Turman. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
We'll return shortly. Another champion here on the stage at Garage Logic. We'll return shortly.
He knows Blue Ribbon Baker Marjorie Johnson personally, and she'll tell you all about it. Garage Logic, live at the Minnesota State Fair.
With John Haidt in his State Fair newsroom.
Thank you, Joe. Yeah, if I may, I just heard that promo for the Great Outdoors.
Yes.
I'd like to tell the folks out here, they're doing the show from out here tonight.
Right.
So
Really?
Mr. Olson
Kenny will be.
will be out here. He hasn't.
Oh, I bet he's looking forward to that.
I just want to see him shake and sweat.
I'm sure he is looking forward to it. Is he here yet on the ground?
He is not. He's doing traffic until 5 o'clock or 4 o'clock. at the
Fireworks
station.
Queen. Hello, Fireworks Queen.
And then he will join us. So it's cloudy
Is
right
it Rockets Red Glare? Blaze of
Blaze of
Glory.
Glory.
Blaze of Glory. Thank you, Blaze.
now. It's cloudy and 76 degrees. Twins won the opener of the series with the White Sox last night, 8-6. They'll do it again tonight. Tommy Malone, the lefty, goes for the Twins. Carlos Rodon for the Whiteys.
Did you guys see Miguel Sano's home run last night?
I did, Chris.
did.
My God in heaven.
My word.
Yeah.
He can hit the ball a long way.
I think so.
He can. Vikings, one more exhibition game. It happens tomorrow night. They're on the road to play Tennessee. Open the season September 14th against the 49ers out on the West Coast. A Gopher football underway tomorrow. Number 2 TCU in town. So that'll be a game at TCF Bank.
Somebody
Stadium.
has Sue and Larry have brought us a gift. I'm not sure what's in here, Joe.
Sue and Larry
have brought us a gift.
All right.
Oh, I'm sorry. Look at that. You must have been up the wax hand booth. Is that what it is? They got a joined hand with a plaid color on it. Okay.
Isn't that wonderful?
I guess it's not for us. It's for you guys. Okay.
The cheapest plug I've ever heard in my
Isn't
life.
it just Rickie's chance, too.
Shameless plug.
Probably got that at the wax hand booth up at Family Fair Baldwin
Shameless
Park.
plug.
Are you done yet?
I'm sorry to interrupt.
done?
They just presented that to us. So Sue and Larry.
I don't see that in the log here.
Oh, sorry.
Former NFL running back Lawrence Phillips has been charged with murder in the death of his cellmate at a Central California prison. Phillips suspected of killing 37-year-old Damian Soward at a Kern Valley State Prison in April. He was strangled. Phillips was once the nation's top college football player at Nebraska. He played for the Rams, Dolphins, and 49ers during a short NFL career. He's serving a sentence of more than 31 years. He was convicted of choking his girlfriend and later of driving his car into 3 teens after a pickup football game.
I wonder if he's been examined for the concussion problems.
Oh, he's always been a bad guy.
Well, apparently, but I mean, I wonder if any of it's attributed to getting conked on the melon so many times.
He even got in trouble in college, if I recall correctly.
Maybe he's just a bad guy.
He's just a bad guy.
And news notes from today, crews have found a body in the ruins of a house that exploded on northern Minnesota's Iron Range. St. Louis County Sheriff's Office says authorities used heavy equipment to excavate the site and uncovered the body of an unknown male in the debris. They do plan an autopsy. The explosion happened around 1 in the morning Monday south of Eveleth. A motorist reported debris in the road. The State Patrol discovered the debris was from a house that had exploded. Sheriff's Office and the State Fire Marshal are investigating. The death of that construction worker on the Minnesota Vikings' new stadium occurred after he slid down a roof, broke through a guardrail, and fell onto an elevated platform below. All of that from a report released yesterday. The State Department of Labor and Industries fatality investigation page. Jeremy Gruber of Northfield died in the downtown Minneapolis accident. The roofer who survived, the same thing happened to him, but he hit a post, and that stopped his fall, just injuring him.
That was a week ago today.
Yep. Wow. Report came from the Minnesota Occupational Safety and Health Administration Division, which says it is still continuing its investigation.
So, Johnny, what you're saying is he slid down the slope. What would be that? The northwest side of the building. Is that right? And then he went through the glass. Is that what you're saying? Okay.
Yep.
Wow.
St. Louis Park residents can weigh in on a proposed plastic bag ban during an upcoming public listening session. City Council considering regulating point-of-sale plastic bags in the city. City documents say the city is committed to being a leader in environmental stewardship, that they will increase environmental consciousness and responsibility in all areas of city business. The public listening session scheduled for 6 p.m. September. Well, it's today, isn't it? What's today?
Today's the 2nd, Johnny.
Second. It's tonight.
September 2.
I was thinking when I wrote this it was a week away, but it's tonight. So if you want to get there, it'll be at the Rec Center banquet room at 6 o'clock. A 19-year-old Texas man is dead after police say he accidentally shot himself while posing for a selfie with a gun.
See, that's just another reason why you shouldn't never do a selfie.
De Leon Alonzo Smith died of a gunshot wound to the throat about 1:30 p.m. yesterday at an apartment in southwestern Houston. Investigators say Smith had found a gun and was taking pictures of himself and a cousin holding the weapon, putting those pictures online when the gun discharged, killing Smith.
You two done now? Can I turn you guys back on? So we could hear both of you, so I had to shut you both off.
I was just listening.
All right.
Investigators say the cousin was in another room when the gun fired. The victim's family told CBS Houston affiliate KHOU that Smith is survived by 2 young daughters and that he was a fun-loving person. Family members told KHOU TV the victim had never talked about suicide. That's why they believe it was an accident.
There was a guy that was just around here. I'm sorry to interrupt your... And he left. He had a maroon shirt on, and he was just around the corner, and the wife had a Crocodile Dundee hat on.
Yeah, what about him?
I wanted him to tell you what he told me earlier today, but he's not here, so
all right.
All right.
That was rather pointless.
Well, I was hoping he was still there.
I'm going to get this one.
Great story. Compelling and rich.
I deserve that, yes.
A disturbing story here from New Jersey. 2 former employees of a New Jersey child care center forced little kids into a so-called fight club with each other and filmed their brawls.
What?
22-year-old Erica Kenny of Cranford and 28-year-old Shanice White of Roselle are charged with 4th-degree child abuse for allegedly giving the Lightbridge Academy daycare in Cranford the treatment of the fight club. Kenny also charged with 3rd-degree endangering the welfare of a child. Apparently, the coerced combat took place at least one day in August, and Kenny recorded some of it on her phone and sent clips to friends through Snapchat.
What is wrong with people?
That's dreadful.
At least a dozen kids between the ages of 4 and 6 are seen in the videos. The videos show children shoving each other and taking swings. None of the children in the fights, luckily, were seriously injured, according to police. The school referred all questions to the Lightbridge corporate offices. They said in the prepared statement the school is shocked and saddened by this isolated incident.
Hey, Rook, let me try. You know, that story you just threw out there?
Yeah,
let me try.
Go ahead.
Let me try.
Here it is.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah.
I was going to go get some deep fried ravioli over here.
Yeah.
But I didn't have any cash.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Well, I have white
Great
socks
story.
on.
Compelling and rich.
I don't.
You guys really suck at the fair sometimes. You know?
I got dark
I
socks.
mean, I was beaten down. I was beaten down yesterday. The worst
You should
hour.
have. Yeah.
And how many years have I been here?
Well,
20 years plus.
Yep.
And it was the worst hour.
You're
ever put
redeemed.
together.
You're redeemed.
Yeah. Well, there's still a long ways to go.
You're redeemed.
Okay. Am I redeemed? I don't know. I have not checked. I should have checked out,
No.
but I am not checked out today.
No, today we turned over. We regained it today.
Yeah.
We got it back. Everybody showed up, had a prop.
Hey, there's other show hosts that are out here scouting
Including,
for producers. Scouting for producers, so you just watch it.
Including former fireworks queens are out here.
I see them. I see them.
Rockets,
out here.
red glare.
Yeah, you know it.
Oh, just a minute.
Blaze of glory.
Blaze of glory.
Yeah.
That's the
Blaze of
second
glory.
time you've screwed that up,
I know.
Such.
It's Blaze of Glory is in the house.
An anchor for Fox News and former anchor over at our TV affiliate 5 Eyewitness News is suing Hasbro for more than $5 million over a toy hamster that shares her name and, she says, her resemblance. Harris Faulkner is suing the Rhode Island-based toy company this week.
Her resemblance?
What?
Saying it was wrongfully...
They did a hamster that looks like her?
Saying it has wrongfully appropriated her name and persona with its plastic Harris Faulkner hamster in the Littlest Pet Shop line. Faulkner's been at Fox News for a decade. Does that seem like she's been gone for a decade?
I didn't realize
When I
that
first
either.
heard this story, I thought maybe they only used the word Harris, and I thought she doesn't have much of a lawsuit, but I didn't know they named the whole thing after her.
She hosts the daytime show Outnumbered and anchors a Sunday evening newscast. A Hasbro spokeswoman says they do not comment on pending litigation. Her lawsuit says in addition to sharing her name, the toy bears a physical resemblance to her.
She's kind of attractive.
Very, yes, including its complexion, eye shape, and eye makeup. The suit says the company's...
So it's a hamster babe.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but she
Exactly.
looks, I mean, nothing like a hamster.
No.
So I don't know why they.
Or nor does a hamster look anything like Harris Faulkner.
Right. I mean, she's.
And why would they
very
name
good-looking.
it that directly
That is
after
that is
without,
silly, isn't
without
it?
asking?
Boys, this is what we call trying to get attention to a given product.
Okay, but why?
They'll sell a ton.
What's
Why
in it
Harris-
for her to put attention on it?
Well, there isn't anything. She's going to, there'll be a lawsuit.
Well, there is a that's
There is.
what the story is.
I'll get that other bucket out here for the
Yeah.
CAT scan.
All right, I'm just going to go
money.
back here and be quiet.
Every time you say that, he scratches the back of his head.
I do, because it itches just a little
Little
bit.
scar.
Right
back here.
where it hit the pavement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The suit says the company's portrayal of her as a rodent is demeaning
I think it is
and
too, Jeff.
insulting.
Yeah.
Do you know about the eco experience out here at the fair?
No, and unfortunately, we're out of time.
Oh.
Let's take a break and come back with our man Dave Dahl live right here at Garage Logic.
1500 ESPN is at the Great Minnesota Get-Together.
Milk a cow? You better buy her dinner first. Garage Logic, live at the Minnesota State Fair.
Joined by Channel 5's chief meteorologist, Dave Dahl.
We've been blessed with clouds today, Joe.
Yep.
The cloud cover is actually the residue left over from the thunderstorms that came through last night. Only 1/4 of an inch of rain officially at the airport. But they've had 3 to 4 inches of rain just northeast of here where the thunderstorm line has been stuck. It's right over northern Dunn County and Chippewa County in western Wisconsin. That line of thunderstorms is going to gradually kind of slide off to the east. And the clouds are clearing to the southwest. Southwest Metro right now, Glencoe's at 85 degrees, very humid. Dew point's up around 70. For us, though, it's comfortable. I think right now we're at 76 degrees, and it looks like we'll probably drop tonight only down to about 71 for an overnight low. And then hazy and humid tomorrow, mostly sunny skies tomorrow. And again on Friday night, isolated shower threat. Saturday, another threat of showers. Best chance for rainfall, though, is going to come Sunday evening to Sunday night. Those storms could be strong or possibly severe. As we get into Labor Day now looks better. Partly cloudy and comfortable, 77 for the high, and about 73 on Tuesday as a lot of the rest of the kids head back to school, of course, the day after Labor Day. For us, though, overnight tonight, only dropping down to about 71. These clouds should gradually start to thin out and clear. It is clear just to our southwest, and that may warm us up a little bit. I think we may touch 80 degrees after that sunshine pops out. Right now, though, we're at 76, Joe, and I have the records for the day.
September 2nd.
I'm going to see if I can remember these.
Yeah.
97 on this date.
97.
No, I'm not. 1937.
1937.
42.
42.
And you know the year.
1974.
That was a cool fall.
Very cold.
Yeah.
Cold. It was a cold summer, too.
Yes.
It was a very cold summer.
It's nice that both of these guys remembered it was 74.
Yeah.
Right.
By heart.
Every year, Matt Otto, who works for us, you fancy yourself a poet, don't you, sir? Yes. We have to have a mic for.
Go ahead, Matt.
Yep.
There you go. Yeah, you appointed me the poet laureate back in high school, which was sadly almost 10 years ago.
That's right. And I was just talking to Blaze of Glory. She was fireworks commissioner 15 years ago.
Wow.
2000.
Wow.
You are the poet laureate of Garage Logic, and you have composed your annual Garage Logic poem. Is that correct?
That is correct, Mayor.
All right. Matt Otto with, is there a name of the poem?
Yes, this one's called The Mayor's Front Porch.
The Mayor's Front Porch.
Which is where we are right now.
That's right.
Here.
Right
we are
here.
Yes,
right
yes.
now.
Right here.
At the fair.
Right.
All right.
Right now.
All right, here we go.
Here we go.
Many people have graced this porch over the years with fun times and stories that perked up our ears. All of the people who've come this way have wanted to sit with Joe on the porch all day. We all enjoy the guests that Joe has on, starting with Marjorie and the ribbons she's won. Then there's Monty with all of his snakes, and Doris with her cows. That raises the stakes. With the wacky wheeler rolling over the crowd, and Sourdough Slim making us cheer very loud. There's Princess Kay and the Spandex Man, and Morgan Huey Wolf with her Euphorian plan. From Anna to Angie and to Big John, all the GLers enjoy the scramble from dusk until dawn. Plus, people try to stump our own lake detective, but Joe keeps the streak going. He's a bit protective. The 4-H'ers come here to show off their neat projects, while Joe sits back and wonders what they'll think of next. Now, let's not forget the mayor's regulars that put on a show that amuses us GLers. With Rookie being Rookie, spreading good news, while wailing away singing the Corn Dog Blues. Plus Kenny and Royce, whom we all know, and Reavers, who hosts the highly rated beer show.
That's right.
Then there's our newsman, John Haidt. He sets the pace, rocking with his band and that cool guitar face.
That's right.
Garage Logic at the fair is the best time of year to sit by the porch and have a cold beer. So kick back, relax, and don't you fear. We'll be back on the porch again next year with all of our guests that love to be seen. Good luck, GLers. We'll see you at the fair in 2016.
Fantastic.
Attaboy.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Thank you.
He's not just works in the promotional department. He's an author. He's a poet.
In fact, his boss just told me he's not getting paid now for this time he's been working.
Darn.
Brad Reiber? Rebar? Well, now we need Brad to
He's
get...
up. There we go.
Brad, how are you? You're White Bear Township?
Yes, sir.
And you're the proprietor of the Corn Roast.
That's correct.
And it's going great guns, isn't it?
It's been a really good fair. The first 4 days were record days, and when it warmed up on Monday, Tuesday, it slowed things down a little bit from last year, but we're having a fantastic run.
It's important to acknowledge you big operators, you employ a lot of people. You 100 people, right?
We got 100 people. A full crew is about 60 at one time.
Right.
Yeah.
This isn't your entire living, though, is it?
No, we do 30 events during the summer.
Oh,
we
you do?
We do a lot of county fairs and festivals. We do the Iowa Fair and the Wisconsin State Fair. We're the cheese curds at those fairs.
Okay. What determines if it's going to be a good day to eat corn?
The temperature.
Okay.
Yeah.
The hotter the better?
No. The colder the better. Warm food.
Oh, that's why. So Thursday and Friday were kind of unseasonably cool, so that was gangbusters.
Yes, yeah. Best opening 2 days we've ever had.
Right.
Yep. You want to put the fat layer on for the winter when it cools down.
Right.
So.
And this is your 31st year at the fair.
Correct. Yep.
And prior to that, could people get corn at the state fair?
They could if it was steamed and put on a stick.
Yeah.
Nobody in Minnesota had ever seen roasted corn before. I
Right.
had never seen it till I'd gone to Milwaukee and had seen it done there.
Okay.
Oh, so that's where you kind of got the idea and said this will work.
Yes.
In
Yep.
Falcon Heights.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Who do you got with you?
This is Nate and what's your name? My girl's boyfriend. And they work with me, and they got some corn to hand out. And if you want to eat raw corn to see what real corn tastes like, that's how you test it.
And where's
Raw
your
corn?
Raw corn.
Where does your corn come from?
The farmer's out of Waverly, Jerry Untied, and the fields are in Monticello.
Okay.
So they're picking right now to be delivered this afternoon.
How much
for
do you
tomorrow.
go through?
Well, our best year is up to 200,000.
200,000 ears of corn.
Yeah.
Fair loves that, don't they?
Yeah, so do I. It was my $1 million idea.
Yeah. Do you ever get any black corn?
What is that?
Black corn, Mexican corn. Anybody know what I'm talking about?
Field corn, I think, is
like
what you're
the,
trying to
no, it's
never heard
it's
of it.
excellent.
Really?
It's, bigger kernels and juicier and sweeter. Yeah, we used to call
look
it
at
black corn.
You hear?
The kernels were black.
He's very interested right now. He said, wait a minute now. We'll try something new for next
Start
year's
another
fair.
stand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never heard of it.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Direct competitor right across the street.
Yeah, right, exactly.
It was well, you're a White Bear guy.
Yes.
It was a little. It was a nursery on County Road E, Rooney's.
Okay.
Rooney's Nursery.
Actually, I grew
which
up in South Minneapolis to start with.
Well, Rooney's might still be there for all I know, and I remember we would go over there and get what was called black corn. It was such a dark blue.
I don't think we disbelieve. I think we believe you.
I don't believe
I feel like I've been down.
I've seen it as Indian corn, but never.
Maybe it's also called Indian
I
corn.
think that might be.
Yeah.
But South Minneapolis guy, he would still be on probation if he's living in White Bear, huh?
Yeah.
Really, they're looking over their shoulder.
Is your
at you.
season wrapping up, or do you go to another event?
We've
from
got
here?
one more fair down in Spencer, Iowa.
Okay.
Where we're going to do the cheese and the French fries down there. But it's a
And
long
then-
season.
And then you take the winter off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do a
very
lot of
good.
paperwork.
Yeah.
How much butter do you go through?
We order about 4,000 pounds, 2 tons.
Because this truly is.
I wouldn't have corn with butter.
No, this I know he doesn't like butter, but this truly is the perfect way. People try to grill at home and stuff like that.
Sure.
This is the perfect way where there's no mess. Just run over to the corn roast, and it's when they dip it in that butter and you're walking up the street.
Yeah,
It's
can you get it
fabulous.
without the butter?
Yes.
No,
Just say no butter.
No, if you're a communist, yes, you can.
Right.
Brad Rybar, thank you very much.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Best of luck to you. We'll be back in just a moment.
1500 ESPN is at the Great Minnesota Get-Together.
He wanted to be a carny, but he has all his teeth. It's Joe Soucheray, live at the Minnesota State Fair.
Thanks, GLers. I was given a nifty book by a GLer, a Mount Rushmore question and answer by Don Nick Clifford, who worked at Mount Rushmore,
Okay.
1938, 39, and 40.
A long time ago.
And so I'm going to look forward to
I
that.
got to tell you, before Brad left, I never knew this. It looks like the corn
You've
ears.
never eaten raw corn
I've
before?
never. If you've never
find
had a
that
bite
shocking.
of raw corn, go home, get some good corn, and take a bite of it. It is most delicious.
I know. I've done it.
I'm shocked. I
Yeah.
can't believe it. I'm going to steal a corn and bring one home.
All right. Tomorrow, we're going to meet Princess K of the Milky Way.
Yes.
And we're going to also have Doris. Maybe Doris gets a little more time tomorrow.
We're going to give Doris a little more time.
Right.
Fair is kind of winding down. You know what I am? I am over the hump.
How about Tom Mason and the Buccaneers? GLers love music.
You are going to be very thrilled to check out Tom. And they're coming here special for you. They're performing this weekend.
Oh, boy.
So they're coming in special for a Garage Logic appearance.
All right. And then, of course, our usual assortment of 4-H'ers and animals and what other surprises you might have arranged by the time we go on the air.
And I have a lot of requests for it, but I don't know this year that we're going to be able to play Married Forever.
Not with the way our segments are set up. There's hardly any time to do that kind of thing.
Yesterday would have been a great time to
Really
play it
would
when
have.
we
Really
went.
would have.
I don't want to keep dwelling on that, but as you say,
No, you've
it
redeemed
was-
yourself.
We've
it was-
rebounded.
Yeah, that
You
was
want this back?
Yeah, that was a tough day yesterday. And don't forget about we had Blandado Norteño.
Yeah, we had. And the Willis Clan.
Willis Clan was very-
I think we've rebounded.
Okay, that's
after
good.
After a rough start.
So I'll sleep tonight then. I'll sleep tonight.
1500 ESPN is KSTP, St. Paul, Minneapolis. We'll be back with Patrick out here on the porch.